Early life and humble beginnings. In the heart of Washington, D.C., in a neighborhood marked by challenges and hardships, a young boy named Kevin Durant was beginning to carve his path. Born into a modest family, Kevin's childhood was shaped by both love and struggle. His mother, Wanda Pratt, raised him as a single parent, working tirelessly to provide stability amid financial uncertainty. Life was far from easy, but the spirit of resilience ran deep in Kevin's veins. From an early age, basketball was more than just a game. It was a lifeline. The cracked courts of his neighborhood became his sanctuary, a place where the noise of the world faded and only the bounce of the ball mattered. Kevin was tall for his age, lanky and unassuming. But beneath that quiet exterior was a fierce determination, a hunger to rise beyond his surroundings. The central conflict of Kevin's story was clear. How could a boy from such humble beginnings break through the barriers of poverty and limited opportunity to reach greatness? It was a question he faced every day silently as he practiced shots late into the evening and dreamed of arenas far bigger than his neighborhood courts. Kevin's mother saw his potential and became his unwavering pillar of support. She encouraged him to believe in himself, reminding him that talent alone was never enough. Discipline and heart were the keys to success. At school, Kevin was often underestimated. His quiet demeanor meant he flew under the radar, yet on the court his game spoke volumes. Early coaches quickly noticed something special about him: a natural scoring ability paired with agility and an unrelenting work ethic. While other kids played casually, Kevin was relentless, always pushing himself harder, longer, and smarter. Every missed shot was a lesson, every defeat fuel for the fire. Yet the road was not without obstacles. Growing up surrounded by distractions and dangers, Kevin had to navigate the pressure of staying focused amid the noise. Friends drifted away, tempted by easier paths. But Kevin held fast to his dream, a dream that seemed fragile but fiercely alive. In those formative years, Kevin's identity was being forged, not just as an athlete but as a young man aware of the stakes. The courts taught him more than basketball: resilience, patience, and the courage to keep going when success felt distant. By the time he entered high school, whispers of his talent began to spread beyond his neighborhood. Yet, despite growing attention, Kevin remained grounded, his eyes set on the future rather than the fleeting praise. This early chapter of his life was a quiet battle, one of persistence against circumstance, of a boy striving to transcend his reality. As this journey unfolded, one truth became clear: Kevin Durant was not just playing for trophies or fame. He was playing to rewrite his story, to prove that no matter where you come from, greatness is possible. The next steps in Kevin's journey would test him in new ways, challenging everything he thought he knew about success and sacrifice. But those early years had already prepared him for what lay ahead: a story of grit, hope, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. Rise to NBA stardom. As Kevin Durant transitioned from a promising youth to a high school sensation, the spotlight grew brighter. The same quiet determination that had carried him through tough neighborhood courts now propelled him onto a national stage. Each game, each practice revealed more of his extraordinary talent. His silky shooting stroke, his surprising agility, and his uncanny ability to score in seemingly impossible ways. High school was a proving ground. At National Christian Academy and later at Montrose Christian School, Kevin wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. Scouts and analysts began to take notice. Questions shifted from, "Who is this lanky kid?" to, "How far can he go?" Yet even with mounting praise, Kevin remained focused. The central conflict had evolved. With rising expectations came pressure. Pressure to not just succeed but to excel beyond all doubt. College beckoned and Kevin accepted the challenge. At the University of Texas, the young star faced a new arena filled with fierce competition and intense scrutiny. Under the watchful eyes of coaches and crowds, Durant blossomed. He dazzled with his scoring ability, combining length and precision that few could match. The 2006 to 2007 season showcased his brilliance, where he averaged nearly 25 points per game and earned numerous awards. But it wasn't just about raw talent. College basketball introduced Kevin to a higher level of discipline and strategy. He learned to read defenses, refine his footwork, and play with a maturity beyond his years. Every game was a test, not only of skill but of character. Then came the defining moment: the 2007 NBA draft. At just 19, Kevin Durant entered the professional world with a mixture of anticipation and uncertainty. Selected second overall by the Seattle Supersonics, the stakes were enormous. Suddenly, the boy who grew up practicing under streetlights was now in the spotlight of the NBA, where the world's best players competed. His rookie season was a whirlwind. The transition from college to the pros tested Kevin in unexpected ways. The speed of the game, the physicality, the relentless travel. It was a different beast. Early doubts surfaced from critics who questioned whether he could thrive among basketball's elite. But Kevin responded with the same quiet resolve that had defined his youth. Game after game he proved his doubters wrong. With a smooth shooting touch and versatility on offense, he quickly established himself as one of the league's brightest young talents. His scoring averages climbed steadily, and before long the NBA recognized him as the Rookie of the Year. However, the journey was far from smooth. Behind the scenes, Kevin wrestled with the immense pressure to perform, to live up to his growing reputation. The conflict between external expectations and internal self-belief became a daily battle. Yet through every challenge one truth endured. Kevin Durant was relentless. Where others saw obstacles he saw opportunities. Every missed shot fueled his drive. Every setback sharpened his focus. By the end of his second season, Durant was no longer just a rising star. He was a force destined to reshape the NBA landscape. His path, though bright, remained uncertain, filled with trials that would test not only his talent but his very spirit. The story of Kevin Durant was no longer just about basketball. It was about a young man daring to dream bigger than his circumstances, ready to face the battles ahead. The next chapter promised glory, but also challenges that would define who he truly was. Career highlights, challenges and controversies. Kevin Durant's rise continued with a series of milestones that cemented his place among basketball's elite. From scoring titles to MVP honors, his talent seemed limitless. But as his star ascended, so did the pressures and complexities that accompany fame. Durant's time with the Oklahoma City Thunder was marked by electrifying moments. Leading a young, hungry team, he emerged as the franchise's cornerstone, dazzling fans with his effortless scoring and versatility. Year after year, Durant battled through grueling seasons, pushing his body and mind to new limits. The 2013 to 2014 season crowned him NBA MVP, an accolade that validated years of hard work and sacrifice. Yet behind the accolades lurked challenges that tested Durant's resilience. The Thunder often came close but fell short of the ultimate prize, the NBA championship. Playoff heartbreaks became bitter lessons. The gap between individual brilliance and team success weighed heavily on Durant. The central conflict deepened. How could he achieve greatness without the coveted ring that defines legacies? In 2016, Durant made a choice that shocked the basketball world. Leaving Oklahoma City, the city that had been his home and launching pad, he signed with the Golden State Warriors, the team that had defeated his Thunder in the previous season's finals. The move ignited fierce controversy. Critics accused him of choosing an easier path, questioning his competitive spirit. Fans debated fiercely online and offline. The central conflict now wasn't just about winning, it was about identity, loyalty, and public perception. With the Warriors, Durant found new heights. His scoring prowess combined with the team's fast-paced, unselfish style led to back-to-back championships in 2017 and 2018. Durant's Finals MVP awards underscored his dominance. Yet even amid triumph, his journey was far from smooth. Injuries, including a devastating Achilles tendon rupture in 2019, sidelined him for months. The physical and mental toll of recovery added a new layer to his story. Durant's comeback was a testament to perseverance.